Standing in the outfield of the Rogers Center with fan favorite, first base coach Wayne Kirby, 7th year as the Orioles first base coach. An interesting subject today. New technology obviously involved in the game of baseball, sabermetrics, what have you, but positioning players. The Orioles have really become one of the top teams in the league, I'll say, at positioning players in the field, both infield and outfield. Of course, a historic defense a few years ago, but Wayne Kirby's in charge of positioning the outfielders, and it is a challenge indeed, but he has one of the tools to help him make it a little bit easier. We're going to take a look at that today. Wayne, what'd you bring for us today?
High tech.
I love
the
it.
iPad Pro.
I love it.
Big boy.
iPad Pro. All right.
Yes. Every road trip or every beginning of each series, we get this iPad back from Ben, and Mike Silverman. They put together all these diagrams, and the greens are hits, the black are outs, and each field is divided up in thirds. Little dots are divided up in thirds. So second base, third base is straight up right field. Second base, first base, straight up left field. And Adam is either on one side or the other because the center fielder sees the ball the most. Mm-hmm. And if the center fielder is out of play, the whole defense become out of play. So it's very important to get the main guy on tap.
All right, so you work off of Adam Jones, basically. You position him and then position the corner guys accordingly.
Exactly, because he can cover more ground. He sees the ball, get better jumps in center because the ball is straight on with you. And it's just a matter of who's pitching, who's hitting, and we dissect it. You know, this is based off the average fastball.
Okay.
Which
so
is probably
92?
92 miles an hour, 91, 92. But
okay.
Once you get into the higher velocity of pitchers, then things change again.
Right.
Because I don't think too many guys can pull 97 miles an hour.
So this chart doesn't account for 95, 97 mile an hour fastball?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Or Zach Britton.
Right, exactly.
With the hard sinker.
But does it show like breaking balls and things?
Yes. I mean, usually when someone pulls the ball with 2 strikes is usually a what?
Off-speed pitch.
Exactly. So, but if you dissect the chart will dictate where this guy hit the ball and where he's trying to hit the ball.
So it shows all the tendencies.
All the tendencies from hitters counts to pitchers count.
How far back does it go as far as
I mean, it depends on how much data we don't play these guys and how long they've been in it.
So if there's a player for 10 years,
right.
10 years of data is collected on that.
Exactly.
The tendencies show up.
Oh, yeah, bingo. We can get everything, every at-bat from Gosman when he first got in the league versus Donaldson or versus Batista or whatever. And if somebody's hitting somebody good, we try to use the data to put that guy in that spot.
So basically, I mean, that's the reason why it's so hard to hit, right? In the major league level, the positioning, I mean, it's come down to a science.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, you look at some of these guys, they like to stay in the middle of the field. Most of the new hitters in today's baseball game like to stay in the middle of the field. So when they stay in the middle of the field, you know, I got to tighten up the gap. When a guy stays in the middle of the field and he's a right-hand hitter, I guarantee with 2 strikes, he's going to right field line because he's out of his element trying to pull the ball, unless it's a hanging, slow breaking ball.
Right.
And then that's something you can't defend. I mean, you can't defend home runs. Right. You know, if I see a guy who hit home runs to left field, constantly hit home runs to left field, what can we do with that?
Right.
You know, you got to tip your hat to him, but I'm trying to take away his doubles.
You have the computer in your hand. Yeah. How much do you trust your gut, though? I mean, you played 6 years in baseball, so you don't necessarily look at that every time or rely on that.
Once I do the scouting report, this is up in my locker. I don't need it anymore unless a new player come in. My gut is my last straw before the pitch is delivered is the visual.